Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to look at a Leetcode problem, and the problem's name is number of employees who met the target. So in this question we're given a hours array where the length of the array is n, denoting the number of employees in the company. Each element inside the hours array represents how many hours that employee worked in that company. And the company also requires each employee to work for at least target number of hours. So we have to count the number of employees who have met the target and return it as the output. So let's take a look at this example and see how this question can be solved. So I've taken the same example given to us. This is the hours array and this is the target, which is an integer variable. So let's count the number of employees who are meeting the target. So for that I'm going to declare a variable count, which will be our final answer, and initially it is 0. Now using a for loop I'm iterating through the hours array from left to right. So we're going to start from this element and end at this element. Let's start at the 0th element. We're going to check if it is greater than or equal to target. No. So count remains the same. Now let's go for the next element. Check if that element is greater than or equal to 2. No. So we go for the next element. Next element is 2. 2 is greater or equal to 2. Yes. So increment count. So 0 will become 1 now. Now let's go for the next element. Is greater than or equal to target, which is 2. So yes. So increment count. 1 will become 2. Go for the next element. Next element is 4. 4 is greater than or equal to target. Yes. So increment count. Count will become 3. And we have reached the end of the hours array. And now whatever is present inside this variable count will be returned as the output. So 3 is our output. Now let's implement these steps in a Java program. Coming to the function given to us, this is the function name and this is the return type, which is an integer representing the number of employees who met the target. So we are given the inputs, hours array and an integer target. So let's start off by declaring the return type, that is int. So it is going to be the number of employees. So I'm going to count them. So name a variable as count, which is initially 0. And finally we are going to return this count. Now we have to use a for loop to iterate through the input array. So I'm iterating through the input array from the 0th index until the end of the array. So I'm going to check if that employee has worked for at least target number of hours. So use the greater than or equal to because they have used the word at least, so equal to is important. So if this condition is met, we have to increment our variable count. So each time this condition is met, we increment the variable count, and outside this for loop I'm returning the variable count. Now let's try to run the code. The test cases are running successfully. Let's submit the code. And our solution has been accepted. So the time complexity of this approach is O of n because we're using a for loop to iterate through the array from start to end. And the space complexity is O of 1 because we're not using any extra space to solve this question. That's it guys. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.